singing?
I don't know. I forgot the words. Oh, Lord.
Aaron, what you over there doing?
Still trying to bring myself back from the fuck this bitch just said, bro.
Who, me?
What?
What I said?
You know what you said.
What she said?
I told the truth.
Oh. I think I might need an Oreo.
Oh.
Hey, yo. Real shit, bro.
Ain't none of it. I'm just wanted to be noted that nobody disputed it. Nobody.
No comment.
Nobody disputed it.
It's not for us to dispute.
It's just the truth. Stop it.
Is it?
Yep. Stop it. Yep. Stop it. All right, so I'm tell. Y'all want to hear it? No. Somebody posted on Facebook that they never met a fat broke nigga.
The views that are expressed here by Shauna are not that of Wiine and Audacity, the podcast.
Bullshit. Somebody said that they have never met. They have never met a fat broke nigga, and I said I had a baby with one, so that's boo shit. That's all I said.
So today on Hogwarts Legacy,
nobody disputed it. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody Kadabra.
What? I said what I said.
With that being said, welcome to this week's episode of Wiine and Audacity, the podcast. I'm not getting in that. I'm your host, Brandon Sicard, and I'm joined by two of my favorite people in the world. Nope. How y'all feeling this week? Wrong road.
Wrong road.
Really, Flav? The same moon, Flav?
Then why'd you bring me back again? What the fuck you bring me back for, Flav?
That's all right. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck?
Because I don't. Oh, Tiffany.
Shout out to the original queen of reality TV.
Tiffany Pollard.
Hey, yo.
If you're black, you're standing it and you're standing it in all shit. She called Omarosa a cunt on that House of Villains.
Oh, shit. I ain't watch House of Villains.
A Republican cunt.
She did. Ooh.
Child.
I thought the way she got, and what's her name ass on, what was that other show she was on with Laura Govan?
Yeah,
and,
that's what I said. When you're black, you're standing it, you're standing it in all shit. Like, Tiffany, you are from upstate New York.
I said, oh, she got in her ass, ain't she? Mm-hmm. Good riddance.
How y'all feeling this week?
I'm good.
That's good. After Thanksgiving being swallowed up.
Swallowed. Not Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day.
Oh, shit.
Lord. I said, baby, we done skipped some mirth.
I'm back at the end of the year again.
We done skipped some mirth, friend.
We just had friends. We did have Friendsgiving, but we just had Thanksgiving like 3 months ago.
Like, Jesus, that was fast.
Y'all, I'm not still drunk. I hope not.
I need the year to go by fast, though.
Not that damn fast to be back at the end of the year. We just left the end of the year.
That means I only got a few months left in school. We at the end of the year. My God, today.
Well, I don't want to rump past the whole year.
You're right. You can get to my birthday and then speed past everything else.
Aaron, how are you? What?
I don't even want to know what he laughing at.
I'm good.
I didn't say nothing.
That's good.
I didn't say nothing.
You sure? Trouble?
I ain't said nothing.
You fucking dumb, yo.
I ain't did nothing.
All right, well.
Why am I in it?
Now, why am I in it? See how I get on stuff? I ain't even did nothing. So, before we jump into that foolishness, I said that like twice. I have to take that out. Still drunk.
Yo, I think Brad is drunk again this week.
It's the same week, bitches. I'm back like I never left because I never did. No, but seriously, so in my research for this episode, we wanted to switch it up after last week's horrific episode of Too Much Wine, Too Much Foolishness, Valentine's Day being single and all that good stuff. We wanted to switch it up and jump back into a nostalgia topic, but this time based around movies. So I found this article on complex.com entitled The Best Black Movies of the Last 30 Years, written by Victoria L. Johnson. Now, this was from 2022.
Okay.
So we're going to go through the list and see what we come up with. Now, this is unnumbered, so this is not based. It's not ranked from 30 to 1. It's just a list.
It's just a list of 30 movies.
List of 30 black movies.
Gotcha.
So, first movie, y'all ready? Mm-hmm. Malcolm X, which came out in 1992, stars Denzel Washington, Angela Bassett, Albert Hall, Al Freeman, Delroy Lindo, Spike Lee, Teresa Randall, Richard Guinevere Smith, Wendell Pierce, Giancarlo Esposito, James McDaniel, and Tommy Hollis.
Which Angela and Denzel should have both got fucking Oscars.
Definitely.
For.
Definitely.
And they gonna give Auntie Angela an honorary Oscar recently. I would have told them to take that.
It's better than nothing.
No, it ain't. She deserved better.
She deserved it for What's Love Got to Do With It, for Malcolm X. She deserved it for Black Panther. She deserved it for all of it.
She sure did. I would have told them to take that little Oscars head and stuff it up their asses.
Spike Lee never cowers in the face of challenge. In fact, he welcomes them. He has tackled subjects too many filmmakers haven't had the guts for. Mm-hmm. In the early 90s, he faced his biggest task to date, bringing the life of Malcolm X to the big screen. Lee had little room for error considering the subject matter, and he delivered because he had to. Mm-hmm. Malcolm X is one of the most thorough and impressive biopics ever made. Lee's expert direction begins with the opening scene, which features X delivering an anti-white America speech over grainy footage of the LAPD's beating of Rodney King. As the crowd voices its support, an American flag catches fire, burning until it forms a perfect X. It is spellbinding cinema.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Spike Lee. He needs his flowers. Spike Lee has put out some excellent movies in the last 30 years.
Absolutely.
Excellent movies. And he always is going to push the envelope. Mm-hmm. And regardless of what anybody says or thinks, A Devil in a Blue Dress is still one of my favorite movies of his.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's your favorite Spike Lee movie?
Yes. Devil in a Blue Dress.
Does Malcolm X belong on this list?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think, Aaron?
Malcolm X was a great movie.
Okay. What do you think about Malcolm X?
I mean, because I want to say Spike Lee was probably like, that was the Renaissance where we was just getting movie after movie after movie. Mm-hmm. And Denzel, that's when we got to see Denzel a lot.
Ooh, this brother's starving.
Other than, you know what I'm saying? Other than when we seen him in Glory.
Yeah.
You feel me? But you seen him.
He was in several of Spike Lee movies,
yeah,
though.
I'm saying. Mo Better Blues, Malcolm X.
Devil in the Blue Dress.
What's that about, jazz?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mo Better Blues. Yeah.
Mo Better Blues was about jazz. And then Devil in the Blue Dress, I believe he played, that was based on a Walter Mosley book.
Okay.
With the character Easy Rawlins. Okay. I believe that's what Devil in the Blue Dress was.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, the book, I actually went and read the book because of the movie. Mm. I hadn't read the book. And I wasn't really into like suspense and horror and stuff. I was a hood book reader. Mm. And that's when I first started expanding myself to the Walter Mosleys and the Octavia Butlers and people like that. He did his adaptation of that book was really good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think I would say Malcolm X. I mean, because it was. I mean, for me, I believe it was an iconic movie. Mm-hmm. Whenever you mention Denzel, Malcolm X is always at the forefront. Like in the top. I want to say the top
10,
top 5 movies, top 5
of
Denzel.
His movies.
Yeah, top 5 Denzel movies. Malcolm X is in the top 5. But it belongs on the list as a black movie. That
what else would be in the top 5?
What do you think? Before we get into that, because you might end up saying more movies on the list. What's your favorite Spike Lee movie?
Bamboozled.
Okay,
that was a good movie. Bamboozled was good.
Now, for the record, I have not read ahead, so I don't know what's on this list. So let's not talk about other movies, because we may end up
with another Denzel movie.
Yeah, or another Denzel or another Spike movie. Also, to wrap before we go to the next movie, my favorite Spike Lee movie of all time is Crooklyn.
I love Crooklyn.
Yeah, Crooklyn was good too.
Yeah, I love Crooklyn.
Next movie, Juice from 1992, directed by Ernest Dickerson, starring Omar Epps, Tupac Shakur, Khalil Kain, Jermaine Huggy Hopkins, Samuel L. Jackson, Queen Latifah, and Cindy Herron. With Spike Lee's longtime friend and collaborator Ernest Dickerson sat in the director's chair for the first time to helm Juice, he created a harrowing story about 4 Harlem teens whose friendship is tested by a bitter power struggle. Known as the Wrecking Crew, Q, Bishop, Raheem, and Steele pass through their teens by cutting school and innocently bullshitting their way through life. This includes a regular truancy at a local arcade and stealing vinyl from a record shop to satisfy Q's DJ aspirations. After witnessing the aftermath of a local robbery, they agree to stick up a bodega, but things go wrong when Bishop inexplicably kills the owner. A debate between Bishop and Raheem, the two extremes of the group, ends in tragedy as Bishop succumbs to the dark side, terrifying his former friends. Mm-hmm. Juice is about power because, well, juice is power. The crew, generally good guys, lack it initially. When they acquire it through the possession of firearms, their morals are tested. Anyone with a gun is considerably more intimidating, if not downright frightening. If you were disappointed that Nas never made a video for I Gave You Power, realize that it arrived 4 years before it was released via Juice. Thoughts on Juice?
That's one of my favorite movies. That's when we really got to see the acting skills of Tupac. Mm-hmm. We only knew him as a rapper. Mm-hmm. To see him in that element, I don't know. It's just furthered my love for him. I loved Pac. I was a big Pac fan. Mm-hmm. And I wish he had, been around to do more because, he did that. He did Gridlocked. What else was he in? It was something else he did. Mm-hmm. I can't think of the name of it, but Juice was some of his best work to me, personally. Poetic Justice. How the fuck did I leave that out?
Well, it might be on the list.
But yeah, I just want to say one thing about Juice, though. Can we agree that Cindy Heron's character was a fucking pedophile? She was a grown ass woman. Q was 17, and she was a grown ass woman. She had a husband. She had a job as a nurse. She was a grown ass woman.
The age of consent.
I don't give a fuck. It's like, she was a grown ass woman, and he was 17.
Were there age of consent laws back then?
I don't know. I don't think that came.
This was the early 90s. I thought that was more so like a recent invention from the past 15, 20 years.
It's possible. But yeah, I was like, so we just going to not acknowledge that this is a grown-ass woman and this boy's 17, 16, 17?
Let me look this up.
I mean...
Just to be on the safe side.
I mean, just to be, let's be real, yo. Even if it ain't, yo.
I also had a thing for, what's his name? The one that played Raheem?
It's 17. The age of consent.
It's 17 in New York.
New York State is 17. Mm.
So technically, he already, that nigga can be charged as an adult. So
he can charged as an adult. He was seen with an older woman.
No,
he's just saying they could charge him as an adult.
Oh yeah, for crimes and stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, he a grown ass man, bro.
What's his name? That played Raheem. Khalil Cain. Oh my god, he still look good. Khalil, I didn't know he was as old as he is.
Yeah, he's in his...
Khalil in his 60s.
Early 60s.
Early 60s. He's 61 or some shit. I seen that talking about happy birthday Khalil Cain. I said, I know y'all fucking lying. I got on there. It was on Google what?
He was in his, I think, early 30s when Juice came out.
I had no idea.
He had a baby face back then.
Yeah, for years. Even when he played Darnell on...
that was 10 years later.
on Girlfriends. He might put a little weight on. Just a little bit, like that old man weight. When they get a little chubby in the face and get a little belly. Just a little small belly. I hate her. That man look good.
So,
Khalil.
My favorite line in that movie is when Bishop confronted Q at his locker. He shut the locker, he was standing there. He was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And that was like...
Fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Steele. I don't give a fuck about Raheem.
I don't give a fuck about myself. I said... Oh, he need to be in a room with a jacket that hug himself. He is crazy.
You ain't shit. I ain't shit. And once I figure it, you ain't shit.
So this is the last line. I've only been reading the first couple paragraphs of the description.
But then he went to that nigga funeral and hugged his mama.
Yep.
So this was nothing.
Mm-hmm. This says there's one particular scene that stands out. Following Raheem's death, Q was at his locker. But when he shuts the door, an expressionless Bishop is standing there, nothing at all behind his eyes. Their calm conversation quickly escalates into a shouting match where Bishop, the holder of the gun and therefore the power, reminds Q that he holds his mortality in his hands. Tupac is able to express so much of Bishop's anger and distance with his face, proving that he was already a stellar actor in his first starring role. Juice is a painful reminder that power should never be granted to those not equipped to handle it.
In other words, with great power comes great responsibility, Peter.
Facts. Next movie, The Harder They Fall, starring Jonathan Majors, Idris Elba, Zazie Beetz, Regina King, Delroy Lindo, Lakeith Stanfield, R.J. Seiler, Danielle Deadweiler, Edie Gathegi, and Dion Cole. Now, I've never seen The Harder They Fall.
The Harder They Fall was excellent.
I saw clips of it. It was real good.
Okay.
I actually ended up writing a paper on one of my classes, and I took like a elective class, like a movie class. And I ended up doing a paper on them. That movie was excellent.
Okay, so this says, one of 2021's best, The Harder They Fall, brought us a bombastic look at the life of the black cowboy in the Wild West. Mm-hmm. Samuel's feature-length directorial debut tells the tale of Nat Love, making his way through the West while ultimately on the hunt for the man who took out his family, Rufus Buck. Mm-hmm. Love and Buck assemble their squads and go at each other's heads with a plethora of violence, dancehall needle drops, and one smoky train. Regina King shines, per usual, with Majors, Elba, and Lindo all in top form. Mm-hmm. Lakeith Stanfield plays the background to perfection. Truth be told, this film knows what it is and what... Lakeith Stanfield plays the background to perfection. Truth be told, this film knows what it is and has no problem showing you what time it is. Just press play. Thoughts on this movie?
It was a great movie. I enjoyed it. I watched it more than once.
Okay.
It was good seeing like that from their perspective. And I also found out, I think there was actually a remake.
Mm-hmm. Already?
No, that was the remake from what I was told.
Yeah.
I've never seen the original. But that was a great interpretation to me. Mm-hmm. Regina King did an amazing job in her role, per usual. I've never seen Regina King play a bad role. Like,
never once.
She's so slept on. She's so slept on. She's another one who deserves her flowers. Of course, you know, you could put fucking Idris in a collect call commercial and I'm watch that shit. I love Idris. That was when I was really first introduced to Jonathan Majors. Mm-hmm. Jonathan Majors is a good actor. I don't like how they trying to cancel him based on what the fuck happened because whatever. But anyway, I just feel like it's more to the story. But anyway.
Yeah, but he is a good actor.
He's a good actor.
Don't let me start drinking wine again.
And yeah, I'm a fan of Lakeith Stanfield too as well. I feel like he's underrated.
Yeah, I think he slept on as well.
Yeah, he's underrated. He does. I've never seen him in a bad role either. He plays really whatever role they put him in. I feel like he puts his all into it, and he really transforms into his character.
Yeah, he was really good.
Dion Cole really surprised me.
What?
Let me tell you why. Because I'm used to Dion, a comedian,
right?
True. So to see him play a serious part.
Especially, I don't think it would be on this list because we haven't. This list was
in 22, but his role as the father, and I think I know where you're going. In The Color Purple,
exactly.
The newest Color Purple, the
one that came
most recent one on Christmas. Yeah. I didn't realize it was him at first until they really showed his face, and I was like, oh shit, that's Dion. He did a great job in that, and like I said, he played his role in The Harder They Fall. He did a really, really good job in that movie. And he was in something, he had a TV show that was on BET Plus recently. I forgot the name of it. Show.
That was the joint.
You know what I'm talking about?
That was the joint when he had found that money or whatever.
After his father died and then, man. I forgot, Average Joe. I think that's the name of it. Okay. That was, he played that role. I like seeing versatile actors who can do comedy or do a serious role or, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Dion is starring inside of him. So shout out to Dion Cole.
Okay. Next movie, The Five Bloods, which came out in 2020, starring Delroy Lindo, Jonathan Majors, Clark Peters, Norm Lewis, Isaiah Whitlock Jr., Melanie Thierry, Paul, Walter Hauser, Jasper Paconin, Gene Reno, and Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace to the legend himself.
Rest in peace to Chadwick, man.
During the summer of 2020, Netflix unleashed Oscar winner director Spike Lee's gritty war drama The Five Bloods onto the masses. The film, which featured magnificent work from Delroy Lindo, rising star Jonathan Majors as his son, and one of the last performances from the great Chadwick Boseman, was royally snubbed at the Oscars. Yep. None of that mattered because this film did a lot. It told the stories of the Black experience in the Vietnam War. It was a savage war film as well. It even dealt with MAGA politics, father-son relationships, and had all kinds of action heist movie vibes at the film's climax. Lee has been consistently doing his thing for decades, and Defy Bloods was proof that Lee not only had his finger on the pulse, but will continue to keep his foot on your neck theatrically. Thoughts?
Spike Lee does it again. Mm-hmm. Spike Lee does it again. That was a great movie. The late, great Chadwick Boseman played his part. And to find out later on, after he passed on, that he was sick while he did his last few movies is just a test to who he is or who he was.
Didn't he find out he had cancer when he was filming the first Black Panther back in 2018? Yep. It wasn't as severe as it was.
Right.
But.
So he had cancer while he was doing that. He had cancer while he was doing, what's the other movie, Aaron? When he played the police.
27 Bridges, I think, or 21 Bridges?
Something like
21 Bridges.
21 Bridges?
Yeah. I still haven't finished that movie. I started it, but I got sidetracked. I think he was sick when he did that. He was sick when he did Five Bloods. And there was one other movie that he was sick while he was doing. And nobody...
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
That's what it was.
Oh, he was in that too?
Yeah, yes. that was his last...
Excellent. Excellent movie.
That was the last movie that he did before he died.
Was that the last one?
Oh, yep. Wow.
I don't know why I thought 21 Bloods was late, but you're right. So
21 Bloods.
I mean, not 21 Bloods.
21 Bridges. No, 21 Bridges came out.
I'm thinking the 21 Bridges. I'm sorry.
21 Savage. 21.
Yeah, no, 21 Bridges came out right at the Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right at the Black Panther before Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. And Chadwick was an excellent actor.
Yeah.
Excellent actor, but
he is missed.
That movie was well executed. The storyline was, if anybody who's a fan of Spike knows that he likes to throw you for a loop, but he's going to make sure you understand what's going on. So he might do a flashback on you, might do a flash forward on your ass. He might switch up some shit, and you be like, "What the fuck just happened, Spike?" And then he'll come back and be like, "Okay, so this what that was a great movie. I'm a fan of all of the men that were in that movie. I'm a huge Delroy Lindo fan. Didn't know the man was British until recently because I never heard him talk outside of damn movies.
Most people didn't.
But I happened to see an interview and he was talking and
Delroy Lindo.
I had no idea.
Yeah, Delroy Lindo's British.
No idea.
And he moved to the States as an adult. He has a British accent.
Yeah, he still has an accent.
Really?
He sounds like Idris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here.
I was watching the interview and he started saying something. I said, I know you fucking lying. Mm-hmm. I've been watching this man for years.
Hell yeah.
Crooklyn
years.
Yeah.
Crooklyn and
Romeo Must Die.
Romeo Must Die.
And Trish.
And fucking what was he? What else? He was just in something else. This Christmas.
What was that movie he did with Kerry Washington when he was dancing? He was in the club like.
No, that was Five Bloods.
Oh.
When he was there, they was all walking through the club and he did that little was that. No, he has a show with her on Hulu.
He just got out. His character just got out of jail.
He plays her father. That's actually what is the name of that damn show? It's a really good show. But anyway, yeah. Five Bloods deserves to be on that list. That really was a good movie.
Okay. Next film. Open my phone. Hey, Judas and the Black. Shut up, nigga. Hey, what that? We gonna check our first commercial. I'm not gonna be able to hold it together. We'll be right back, y'all. You done, Trouble?
Welcome back to Men on Films.
Hated it. Not 3 snaps and Z formation.
Oh shit.
Next film, Judas and the Black Messiah, starring Daniel Kaluuya. Well, Kaluuya, not Kahlua, the drink, but Kaluuya.
I'm gonna say, damn it, Brandon, I want some Kahlua.
And we didn't know that he was British either.
I knew he was British.
No, I'm talking about like not until after to get out. Yeah, I had to get out, and he started talking like nigga.
Same with Davison Idris.
Yeah, had no idea, no fucking idea. But go ahead.
So, Judas and the Black Messiah, starring Daniel Kaluuya, Lakeith Stanfield, Jesse Plemons, Dominique Fishback, Ashton Sanders, Daryl Brick Gibson, Laura Howery, Algie Smith, and Martin Sheen. While not a biopic, Judas and the Black Messiah takes a look at the time Chairman Fred Hampton spent with the Black Panther Party in Chicago, building the Rainbow Coalition and the events that led to his murder, which was orchestrated in part by information given to the feds by William O'Neill. With a strong cast of young Black actors catapulted catapulted by the work. Page refreshed. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn, it really did. Hold on, it took me all the way back up to the top.
I hate that.
Damn, complex. Take it to the top. Take it to the house.
Like never stop.
Well, not a biopic. Judas and the Black Messiah takes a look at the time Chairman Fred Hampton spent with the Black Panther Party in Chicago, building the Rainbow Coalition and the events that led to his murder, which was orchestrated in part by information given to the feds by William O'Neill. With a strong cast of young Black actors catapulted by the work Kaluuya and Stansfield provide, Judas examines just how deep the government got into the death of this young Black man. An early standout and best film of 2021 conversations, Judas is the right movie for the movement at this time. Yeah. Thoughts?
First, you know how you got some movies that you say you would never watch again? Mm-hmm. That one was one of them because it pissed me off. Yeah, it pissed me off. I didn't because I've read the story of Fred Hampton to like literally see on camera what they did to him and got away with it. Similar to a few episodes ago when we were speaking on the Move bombing, they basically got away with murder,
didn't they?
And so it bothered me. However, Daniel did a really great job bringing his character to life, as well as Dominique Fishback. Mm-hmm. Keep your eye on that girl. I think that she's gonna do big things. Mm-hmm. I've seen her in other stuff besides that. They gave her own series on Prime. What was it? Hive. What's it called? Hive.
That was
everybody think it was based on Beyond.
It was a limited series.
The way it ended.
Or was it a movie?
It was a series.
No, it was a series.
No, it was a series. It was like 6 episodes.
Oh, it was a limited series
or something like that. 6 or 8 episodes. And the way it was left open at the end, they could bring it back for another season. She did a really great job playing that character.
Allegedly, what's going on with it is that it's gonna be another installment. Like it's gonna be another season, but it's gonna be a different celebrity.
Okay. Well, how's it gonna be a different celebrity? Because you remember it wasn't based on nobody. That's what they said.
Yeah, but they just basing on the fan. I know, but it's like to me, it's just.
Well, I already know in my head who they should base it on because this particular person has the craziest fucking fan base ever. They delusional as fuck. But
yeah, I think
go ahead.
Yeah. Be right there. Mm-hmm. But it is it depicts like how crazy fans could get, and that shit, that was fucking crazy.
It was.
Yeah. She only came in on episode 3 fucking with her, yo, and it's like
I watched it from beginning to end, and it was so I think keep your eye on her because she played her role in Judas and the Black Messiah, and she did a really great job along with Daniel. Yeah,
but that shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fucking crazy. That nigga was a fucking snake, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, go ahead, my brother.
So, thank you,
bean pie, my brother.
Oh, and Lakeith Stanfield again. He did his thing.
Yeah,
he did.
Yo.
He played an excellent villain. I tell you that shit.
Yeah, next film, One Night in Miami, starring Kingsley Ben-Adir, Eli Goree, Aldous Hodge, and Leslie Odom Jr.
Shout out to Aldous Hodge.
Yeah.
Taken from Kemp Powers' 2013 play One Night in Miami, Regina King's directorial debut lays out a fictional night in Miami with four Black legends. Malcolm X, Cassius Clay, before coming Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, and Sam Cooke. Mm-hmm. The 4 icons talk about what the community needs, balancing that with their own personal works and goals, and more in a gripping back and forth that may shed new light on these figures and why they moved the way they moved. An important film to add to your canon of Black cinema. Haven't seen this one either.
You didn't see one? I watched it.
Me neither.
I did. I watched it. It was good. I liked it. I appreciated it. Leslie Odom Jr. Excellent. Excellent.
I fuck with Aaron
Burr.
Aldous Hodge.
He's a Broadway actor.
He is.
Aaron Burr.
They make insane. Y'all done seen them Nationwide commercials. The nigga been Nationwide is on your side. He in one of them. Yeah. But for her, he's in the commercial, a couple of commercials before they brought her in. He's in one. You know, Jill's in one, hers in one. Leslie Odom Jr. is in a few of them. different people.
But he also did.
He's in Hamilton.
The new one with the two girls?
Yeah.
He is in the newest one. That's true. I seen the previews.
He's the dad of the black girl, right?
Yeah. He's in that. He's in he was in Hamilton.
Was it?
Yeah. When it was on Broadway. He was in Hamilton. Something else he was in that he did a really good job. He's a good actor. I like him.
Okay.
He did good as he played Sam Cooke. He did a really good job. The young man who played Malcolm X, that was a good casting because he favored Malcolm and everything. Once they turned that nigga head red, I was like, oh, okay. Aldous Hodge did a great job.
Again, bro.
He did. Aldous Hodge, he has a brother. What is his brother's name? His brother's an actor too.
Last name's Hodge.
Yeah, the last name is Hodge. I cannot think of his brother's first name, but they both are good actors. But Aldous, most people, you know how you don't know people by name, but when you see him, like, oh, I remember that dude. He was in such and such.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Aldous played. You remember when Lynn finally found her biological father?
Yeah.
And the brother.
Yeah.
That was Aldous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a good actor. I like him.
Okay.
That nigga been in every.
He has. He's been in a lot of stuff, and people don't
TV
realize
shows,
it's him.
like
Black
TV shows.
You're like, oh boy, him. What's his name? Yeah.
He got the brother.
Yeah.
He got the brother.
What's your name?
That's you. Keep on acting, black man. Keep on acting.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
Next film, Miss Juneteenth, starring Nicole Bahari, Kendrick Sampson, and Alexis Chikaeze. In her directorial debut, Channing Godfrey Peoples takes it back to Texas, the state where Juneteenth originated, to tell a delicate story of Turquoise Jones, that's her name, a single mother and former Miss Juneteenth struggling to keep the bills paid and her daughter's head on the right path, leading to her own Miss Juneteenth pageant. It's a real story with Bahari putting the film on her back in a way that many have been waiting to see from her. She adds reality to her portrayal of Turquoise, a woman who may not have all the right answers, but does have a good heart and the determination to make a way for herself. Miss Juneteenth isn't a film that gives you the history of Juneteenth, because that's not what it's supposed to do. It's a film that showcases what Black life is day to day, with an actress at the forefront who delivers a spectacular performance, reminding you of the aunts and mothers and cousins in your own family. Have y'all seen Miss Juneteenth?
I did not see that one.
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Okay, I have. It sounds like a good movie, but I also have not seen that movie, so we will move on to the next one.
But Nicole Bahari is a good actress.
She's a damn good actress. Mm-hmm. Next movie, Fresh, from 1994, starring Sean Nelson, Giancarlo Esposito, Samuel L. Jackson, and N'Bushe Wright. Get the bonus like N'Bushe. In love with you since the days that you say. Now I watch you play.
Columbo, Picasso.
Chicks inside colossals. Turn your castles to brothels.
What?
Who you loving? Who you want to be hugging?
Dipping on your Ninja Honda
with Tanisha and Rhonda.
What? A film like Fresh might get dismissed by many as another street crime drug film, which it is. The problem is that most of those films end in a hail of gunfire. Fresh had its share of violence, but is really about the chess game being played. Sean Nelson, who you may remember from The Wood and HBO's The Corner, starred in this one early, playing Fresh, a sweet, streetwise kid who has big aspirations and a lot of connections to the streets. He's also an avid chess player, and it's the scenes with his absentee father, played by Samuel L. Jackson, that help him devise a plan after experiencing some of the harsher sides of life. Can he escape the drug game as masterfully as he would on the chessboard? Also featured is acting legend Giancarlo Esposito as the big bad, and N'Bushe Wright in a smaller, powerful role. Thoughts on Fresh?
Fresh was a great movie.
I've never heard of this movie before.
You never seen Fresh?
Never. I've never heard of it.
Oh my God, Brandon.
Yo, homegirl, your friend got killed.
Is that on Netflix?
He went straight, yo.
I wouldn't know. I ain't never heard of it.
Is that on Netflix?
Oh, talking about just now.
Where is it at? I just seen it somewhere the other day. I want to say it's either on Prime or Netflix. I can't remember.
But yo, he ran up on he came up on him at the end of it and was like, yo, his friend had just died, and he went to the park to play, and Samuel L. Jackson like, I told you about being late, and like just straight yelling at him, and then all you saying is or just end with him just like, yo, crying, like died, and it's like, yo,
Fresh was a good movie.
Yeah,
That's a classic.
That nigga made that decision like, I'm done with this shit.
30 years old this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with this shit.
Yeah, that was a classic fucking movie.
Okay. Yeah, that one be on. Yeah, that one belongs on the list.
Sean Nelson been acting for a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm. Look how young he is in this photo.
That's before we got to see him in
The Wood
and The Corner.
Yep.
And shit, he was just doing something else too. What movie? I was just watching something with his.
He was in Power Book 2. Monet.
That's what it was.
Flirting with Monet, and he got shot and killed in that one episode.
Killed the shit out of his ass.
he really was.
Uh-huh.
He thought he was on sliding close to Monet.
Sure did. Monet was like, nigga.
Right.
Baby, Monet killing the goddamn body, but that's another story.
Child, I can't wait for Power Book 2 to come back this season.
Baby, listen.
All right, next movie, Black Panther, starring Chadwick Boseman, the legend himself, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o, Danae Guerrero, Martin Freeman, Daniel Kaluuya, not Kahlua, the coffee liqueur, Daniel Kaluuya, Letitia Wright, Winston Duke, Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker, and Andy Serkis. There have been black superhero films before, but none like this. We've seen campy superhero movies like Robert Townsend's Meteor Man and Damon Wayans' Blank Man.
I can't find Meteor Man any fucking way.
Then, of course, there were anti-heroes like Spawn and Blade, but Black Panther is vastly different from its predecessors in a good way. Black Panther follows the newly appointed King of Wakanda, T'Challa, as he confronts his father's death and his responsibility to his people, as well as the rest of the suffering world that could use Wakanda's resources. In the midst of this, he also has to confront villains like Claw, who is after the country's vibranium, and Eric Killmonger, who is after the throne. Even with all of this conflict, there are plenty of laugh-out-loud moments. Ryan Coogler delivered the best black superhero film of all time with Shakespearean twists, epic chase scenes, and a palpable love between the characters. It's no wonder that it had one of the biggest opening weekends ever. I think, to date, I think Black Panther grossed, over $2 billion in theaters.
Son, do you realize that's because niggas after they seen him in Captain America 3, yo, niggas was talking, Black Panther, hashtag Black Panther so lit.
I think I saw that movie 3 or 4 times in the theater. I went by myself. I know Shauna, and Keona took the boys to go see it once. I think I went on a date the 3rd time to see it. I think I saw the movie like 3 or 4 times in the theater.
I could not find that movie anywhere online.
What?
I'm sorry. I was stuck with Meteor Man. Can't find it. But Black Panther was
and the soundtrack was amazing too.
It was.
True.
Black Panther was what we needed that we didn't know we needed, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It was like everybody was so fucking excited, like we're getting a black superhero, because again, we hadn't had one since, like you said, Meteor Man and Blank Man, and they kind of parodies if you really think about Blank Man.
And they were also, I think, Blank Man was low budget too.
Right. It was like a parody type
I love
movie.
Blank Man.
I do too. Still one of my favorite movies.
Here's the funny shit though. Meteor Man is actually Marvel.
What?
Robert Townsend's Meteor Man?
Yep. It's actually, it's an actual Marvel.
I think that's a separate
You
person.
show.
No, it's a Marvel comic. Robert Townsend's Meteor Man, Marvel comic.
No.
What the fuck?
Yes,
I don't know. I just know he had Luther Vandross in there playing a badass, and I was confused. I said, did Luther just get off the car like he about to do something?
So
listen,
for so long.
but when I was back to Black Panther, because we went on the damn tangent again. That was like a worldwide fucking
phenomenon.
For Black Panther, we were dressing up to go see Black Panther. We was putting our Black Power shit on. We was walking around Wakanda.
Wakanda doing the Wakanda hands
forever to
in the mall.
And shit
Whenever
in the
you see
mall.
the movie, you be like,
I see you, Queen. All right, it was before Renaissance when we was going out and getting our silver and shit and wearing it to the Renaissance show. It was, before Barbie came out, which I didn't jump on that bandwagon. I don't want to be a fucking Barbie. I haven't either. I didn't jump on that bandwagon because no.
I heard it was actually Mattel aside. I heard product placement aside. I heard it was actually a really, really good movie.
My cousin said it was cute. She said she watched it on because it's on Peacock or Paramount or something now. It didn't last. It wasn't in the movie theaters long.
Right. Whatever service they combined into.
One of them too. Peacock, Paramount,
Peacock.
Papa Diddy Pop.
Peacock Me Plus.
So doing the
Disney Plus.
Doing the research while we was talking. Yeah, Meteor Man was a Meteor Man comic. It ran from 1993 to 1994.
It was like
Robert Thompson. Yeah, Robert Thompson was the creator, and
Robert Townsend is a genius.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and this says the partnerships that he did was he met Spider-Man and the Night Thrasher.
Okay,
so yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's good. No, I like Robert. Robert be about his babe.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Next film, Black Klansman, starring John David Washington, Adam Driver, Laura Harrier, and Topher Grace. Mm-hmm. The film that got Spike Lee his Oscar, Black Klansman, was based on the absolutely true story of a black police officer who went undercover as a Klansman. Lee cast frequent collaborator Denzel Washington's son, John David Washington, as that officer in a film whose tale mirrors the current political climate we're in. Hilarious and true, this is another satire on American culture with powerful performances from Washington and Adam Driver as his white face in the Klan. For fans of Lee's who felt like he wasn't bringing in with his last few outings, he received much acclaim for his return to form, mixing humor with drama, using reality to expose society. The fact that he included footage from the Unite the Right rally from 2017 before the credits roll is intentional. The game may have a different name, but it is wholly the same, and that's the quintessential truth, Ruth. Thoughts on Black Klansman?
I didn't see it.
Me neither.
I heard about it. I read about it. But I haven't watched it yet. And I keep saying I'm going to. Let me tell you what my issue is.
What, whiteface?
No. All of the good movies that Spike has made. Why did it take that movie for him to finally get an Oscar?
But that's not the fault of the other movie, though.
No, it's not the fault of the movie. But I'm saying, think about what I'm saying.
It was political.
It took all the good movies he made.
Political.
No Oscar.
Political.
All the good movies Denzel made, he didn't get an Oscar until he played the Coca Cop.
Yeah, that's true.
All the good movies Holly made, Holly didn't get an Oscar until she was hunching on Billy Bob Thornton after she had to take her nudity clause out of her contract.
Make me feel good.
I'm still disgusted by that because who wants to hunt Billy Bob Thornton? I'm just
What movie? What was that movie?
Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball. Yeah.
I refuse. Oh
my god!
Man, you so stupid. It just bothers me for certain. I mean, look at the movies that they do finally give us Oscars for. And again, Angela Bassett still ain't won a real Oscar after millions of great fucking movies.
I don't think.
Move on.
I think Barbara Streisand also won an honorary or like a.
That's crazy, Barbara.
Yeah, not a
you
Critics'
don't bring
Choice.
me flowers, Barbara.
Yeah,
that Barbara.
Oh wow.
People who need people.
Wow.
She won the Governor's Award or I
think that's what Angela just got.
Lifetime Achievement Award Oscar.
Yeah, I think that's what Angela just got. I just I just probably wouldn't have accepted it. That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all go to hell. Give me no. I want to be on the stage accepting my Oscar. Oh, y'all kick it up there.
Might be trash.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
But anywho.
Next film, Poetic Justice. Starring Janet Jackson, Tupac Shakur, Tyra Farrell, Regina King, and Joe Torre. The second of Singleton's Hood trilogy and his second film as a director, Poetic Justice showed the softer side of the hood. Following Lucky, we saw how some unconventional romances come together.
Hood trilogy.
Right.
Dude drives the mail truck, has a daughter, and tries to make music to get out of the hood. She's still wrecked over the murder of her boyfriend. One road trip later, we start to see true feelings blossom and develop. The streets creep in a number of ways, but there's a dope love story wrapped up in here. There's also Regina King proving that she's always been a boss, and as well as an appearance from Maya Angelou, Hood Love Classic. I think my favorite scene from Poetic Justice was when Justice got out the mail truck and she was carrying all the bags and she stumbled.
Yep.
And they bust
They're
down.
like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. They gonna fuck you up.
She was mad. She was walking.
She was mad as shit. Got back on that bitch and said, they still gonna fuck you up. And then he imitated her when she got in the face. They still gonna fuck you. That was, yeah, that was my shit. That was my shit.
That was a good
Cousin.
Yeah.
Hey, cousin.
You're lucky. They just call me Cut Pete. Cut Pete. Cut Pete. No, when she told her, she was like, it don't make no difference. You're a grown ass man. Can't let you. That's why I'm fucking somebody else. She done called you dick little and everything else.
Weak ass fade.
She done cussed you out. She done called you fade weak, said your dick was little, everything else. But when she said she was fucking somebody else, that's when you got your fucking feelings.
Shit out of her.
Smacked the shit out of her.
Knocked the dog shit out that
Baby,
ass.
Justice was like, oh, we about to fight, bitch. This is what we doing.
My man said, man, leave them
Don't
hoes.
leave me. Leave them hoes.
Leave them hoes, man. Leave them hoes.
Another movie that showed Tupac acting range. He did a great job in that movie. He did a great job.
No, you know what? You know how crazy it is, yo. Both the baby fathers beat up the boyfriend. Oh yeah. What? Yo, you remember when he went to the house to get his daughter and he found a crack pipe? And he went to confront her and she had a nigga in the room. Shout out to Ricky Harris. God rest his soul. He deceased now. But that's who the dude was that was in the bed with her. Tone Loc was the baby mother, was the other, was Tupac baby mother, other baby father. Okay. And that was the son's father. And the little girl was his, was Sonny's. I mean, Lucky's. Yeah. And he went in the room to confront her about the pipe, and the nigga was in the room, and she came out talking all kind of shit. What you doing just walking in my room? She's like, bitch, you got a nigga, you in there fucking a nigga while my daughter is something. And he went to take the daughter to leave, and the dude came out the room and was like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this nigga? And they whooped his ass. They whooped his ass. Whooped his ass. It's like, yo, it's crazy as shit, yo. Y'all fucking up my apartment. Y'all fucking up my shit. I think that bitch was getting high for real. Was she a really good actress? Because that was crackhead behavior.
That was riveting.
That was riveting, ma'am.
Riveting cinema. Riveting cinema.
They pulled her straight from down Lexington Market. Okay.
Y'all ready for the next one?
Let's go.
Okay. Damn page refresh. Hold on 2 seconds. Hold on, child. Hold on. Next film.
Put me on the pop.
If Beale Street Could Talk, starring Regina King, Stephen James, Kiki Layne, Tiana Paris, and Dave Franco. Adapting a dynamic novel like James Baldwin's If Beale Street Could Talk is a Herculean task. But when word hit that Moonlight director Barry Jenkins was taking on the project, many felt a sense of ease. Story aside, Jenkins proved in his Academy Award-winning debut that he knew how to make black bodies shine on the silver screen. And his eye is back in all of its glory in Beale Street. The film tells the stressful tale of two lifelong friends turned lovers who get hit with big news. On the one hand, they're going to have a baby. They also have to figure out why Fawny was accused of a rape he seemingly couldn't have possibly committed. With powerful performances from James, Kiki Layne, Brian Tyree Henry, and Regina King, who received a Golden Globe and Oscar nom for her performance in the film, as well as a story that is as relevant then as it is today. You need to make this film a part of your life. Thoughts on If Beale Street Could Talk?
It was a good movie.
It was an amazing movie.
I didn't like the ending. I felt like it left it open. Maybe they would do another part to it. But again, Regina King did a big one. Per usual. I've never seen her in a bad movie. That's the thing. Like, anything she does, she gonna eat. Never seen Regina King do a bad movie.
That's true.
I think she can make anything. Look, they could put her in a Tubi movie and it's gonna be good just because it's fucking Regina King. You understand what I'm saying? Put her in a Tubi original. She gonna kill the shit. She's excellent. She's excellent. Regina been doing her shit since 227. So, yeah, that was a good movie. I've never read the book. I heard that the book was good as well. I said I was gonna go back eventually and read it, but the movie was good. I liked it.
I also like the fact that even though she had a very minuscule role in the film, Anjanou Ellis played the mother
Anjanou Ellis
of I guess the guy and
what's her name? Ebony. I can't think of her last name, but she played one of the sisters. When she plays Karen on Sisters right now, and she was one of his sisters on there, and she ended up, I think. Who was it that smacked the dog shit out of her? She said something slick out her damn mouth. They smacked
Tiana Paris stood up like...
Smacked the dog shit out of her. I was like, see, it's about time because I've been waiting for you to get the shit smacked out you on Sisters. But okay, sis, I'll take it.
Any thoughts, Aaron? Did you see it?
Nah, that one I didn't see.
It was a good
movie. If you get it should be on... It's on one of the streaming channels. It may be on Netflix still. It was. I don't know if it is, but if you get the chance, sit down and watch it. That was really good.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. I think I saw that in the theaters. I was not pleasantly surprised, but I thought it was an amazing film.
It was good. Yeah.
You ready for the next film?
Mm-hmm.
One of my personal favorites. I actually did see this one. Mm-hmm. Moonlight, starring Mahershala Ali, Alex R. Hibbert, Janelle Monáe, Naomi Harris, Ashton Sanders, Jarrell Jerome, Trevante Rose, and Andre Holland. Based on Terrell Alvin McRaney's In Moonlight, Black Boys Look Blue. Moonlight follows Chiron through 3 phases of his life, as a kid, as a teenager, and as an adult. Mm-hmm. Through each phase, he struggles with finding his identity while dealing with his crack-addicted mother, played brilliantly by Naomi Harris. While following Chiron's life, the film is able to touch on other themes like mass incarceration, the school-to-prison pipeline, bullying, the drug cycle, and death. But it's his childhood friend Kevin who meets him at every stage of his life, ends up contributing heavily to the turning points. I know that word. At its core, Moonlight is a love story that shows 2 Black men being intimate with each other in a way that's rarely, if ever, seen on screen. James Laxton's cinematography work also allowed Black bodies to not only be seen by the camera, but illuminated in all their richness as well. The film that showed the gritty, poor side of Miami that is rarely seen, along with the quiet beauty of the city. Plus, that chopped and screwed versions of Jidenna's classic man is awesome. Mm-hmm. There's a reason Moonlight earned the 2017 Academy Award for Best Picture.
Almost got snubbed, but all right.
Yeah, fucking La La Land. Thoughts?
I heard that was overrated, La La Land. But anywho,
thoughts on Moonlight?
I watched it after all the hype was over.
I'll be right back. Keep talking.
And I personally thought that it was well executed. I thought that Mahershala Ali, I've just learned how to pronounce his name because I swear I was saying his name wrong all the fucking time. I thought that he played that role very well. That was the first time I was introduced to Trevante Rose. Mm-hmm. And I think he also did a great job in the movie. And I like that they were willing to touch on subjects that most wouldn't touch on. Mm-hmm. Because while in the article they spoke on everything else, they didn't speak on them touching on, homosexuality and all of the stuff like that too. And that's a topic that a lot of people don't want to speak on. They don't want to touch it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to hear about it. Mm-hmm. And that's what they focused on the most and ended up missing most of the message that was in that movie.
It was a small movie. His sexuality was such a small part.
Very small part. And that's why I'm saying, but that's all y'all saw. It was a very small part of who he was as a person.
But the film was, in a lot of ways, so brilliantly and so beautifully shot. So what, Shauna got quiet, but so I will say Moonlight is actually one of my favorite movies of all time. I say, honestly, Moonlight is in my top 5. I saw it in theaters when it came out and was so immediately just taken in and just sucked into the movie and saw so many amazing things about it. And the reason why I got it from the table was because of the fact that the production company A24, for a number of its films, including Moonlight, sold or is selling scripts of the film.
This is really fucking nice.
And I purchased the book several years ago when it was released, and I have a copy of the script from Moonlight as well as the soundtrack to the film on vinyl in my collection. And it gives the full script of the movie, the full credits, images from production, a foreword, I believe, written by Barry Jenkins himself, and then thoughts about just the process and everything. So for a lot of people who did not read Terrell Alvin McRaney's book, if you remember from watching the end of Moonlight, Kevin and Chiron were in Kevin's house. And the film kind of just ends with them in the house, just like looking at each other, just enjoying a moment of intimacy. I think he like put his head on his shoulder, and then the movie ended. Mm-hmm. But in the book and in the script, they actually end up sleeping together for the first time ever. Mm-hmm. And I think looking at it, it kind of like alludes to the fact that that's where it was going to go. But I said the movie was so powerful that you didn't need that ending because that sense of intimacy was so prevalent and so heavy that it was good ending right
as
there
it was.
At that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, and I remember the first
and
time.
that's why I said that's what bothered me, that people were focused so much on that.
Such a minor part.
Such a minor part. Once I finally seen the movie, I was like, really, y'all?
seeing that scene with Mahershala Ali taking young Sharon out to the beach to show him how to float in the water it was so good. Did you see it, Aaron?
Nah.
I think you would like it. It's a good movie.
It was a great movie.
Next film, Get Out, starring Daniel Kaluuya, Allison Williams, Catherine Keener, Bradley Whitford, and Caleb Landry Jones. When news hit that comedian Jordan Peele would be When news hit that comedian Jordan Peele would be directing a horror film, the idea was met with skepticism. While Peele often comments on race with his comedic partner Keegan-Michael Key, it's usually on the silly side of things, like a black substitute teacher mispronouncing white students' names because he's used to different pronunciations. But with the backing of Blumhouse Productions, which produce horror heavyweights like Insidious, The Purge, Split, and Paranormal Activity, there was a good chance it would be a hit, and it was. Get Out follows a black man, Chris, who goes to meet his white girlfriend Rose's parents for the first time at their house in the middle of the woods. What follows are hints to microaggressions, like Rose telling him that he would have voted for Obama for a third time, and a mind-bending twist that kept us away from anyone with a teacup for days. But it wasn't just the story that resonated with viewers. It was the stark imagery, like the tears that rolled down Chris's unblinking eyes, or Rose consuming her milk and cereal separately, that inspired countless artwork pieces, while giving us the best parts about the horror genres, like the surprise pop-up, the heartless antagonist, and scary real consequences. There's also a social commentary that provided endless think piece material. The film's Easter egg also spawned a series of fan theories that make it more fun to watch each. Every time you watch it, they didn't write this right. Mm-hmm. Every time you watch it, you to catch new things. Okay. Basically, Peele is a genius. So, thoughts? Yeah, they wrote that. I didn't say that wrong. I didn't stumble through that. They wrote that wrong. But yeah, thoughts on Get Out.
Right, so.
Don't drink tea that white people offer you.
Now sink. Sink.
Yeah, that was... Jordan Peele is a master of... a master of making shit unnecessarily complicated. I think it's the best way for me to state that. But the movie showed what people really be thinking. And it sparked people saying that certain people were in the sunken place. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They were saying that shit about Kanye for years. It was before Get Out came out, you know. So, I mean, I think it was a pretty good film, though.
I'll say this. When we went to go see it, yo, you didn't, like, we walked in without without expectations, not necessarily knowing like, you know, what to expect or what we were gonna see. Because the last movie that had Jordan Peele on it was Keanu, and that was about them two and trying to save a cat, but it was amazingly written. And then even with the plot twist that left you talking about it for a while, and then when you paying attention, you know, then you watch it over and over again, trying to pay attention to different things, and you noticing, like they said, yo, like they said in the article, like, yo, every time you watch it, you notice something different. Mm-hmm. And then I went so far as even watching when he did like the I think it was like a GQ interview, and people were telling them, you know, their idea of the plot, or their interpretation of it. And, you know, I think one of them said something. It was a interpretation of racism or whatever, like a form of racism. And, you know, he had confirmed it. Like, he was like, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. Especially the whole whites and colors shouldn't be mixed together. Like, the whole shorty eating the eating the color Fruit Loops and then drinking the milk. Like, mm-hmm. Aside from us looking like, bitch, why you eating your cereal weird? Like, you weird, bitch. You weird. Mm-hmm. But that stumbling, like that realization, like, yo, like nigga, you fucked. Like, yo, she out here, she fucking with these people, I'm fucking with these boys, and then they bring them home, and then they never leave.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Lakeith Stanfield, amazing,
get out, run,
right, yo, amazing act.
Oh no.
Oh, my favorite, yo. When Lil Ro went to Eric Alexander, she was like, hold on. Bring it back in. Like, all right, now tell the stories.
David did a parody of that shit on Miss Pat show. Yeah, David went to the door and she was like, oh no, I don't think you dear, but would you like to come in for some tea? And Miss Pat said, bitch, we saw that movie. Oh my God.
But yeah, Get Out was amazing.
It was. And that ending.
Child.
Yo, but what's crazy is that they did it was two different endings.
It was.
One where he got one where he got away and Lil Ro pulled up, and then the other one, like when he saw the cop show, he got arrested. And it's like, yep, that's there. Yeah, a bunch of dead white people in this motherfucker. And it's like, yeah, nigga, you did it. You did it. Yeah, it was.
Grab the nigger.
Speaking of Jordan Peele, when I was reading this, I was thinking about that movie he did with Keegan-Michael Key called Keanu.
Yeah, Keanu.
I never watched that.
And there was a scene at the end where they went to this nightclub.
Not Keanu.
Yeah.
Not the Wiine girl.
I think it was Keanu. Yeah. But he went to a nightclub at the end called Hot Pretty Vixens, which is short for HPV. And it was flashing. The neon was flashing on the marquee. HPV.
Oh my Lord.
Pretty Vixens. I said, you know what? This is. Yeah. Did we take a commercial break earlier? We took one. Did we take two?
No.
We only took one.
We only took one.
Okay. So we're going to take another commercial break and we will be right back. And we back from that commercial break. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. So we're going to wrap part one of this episode here.
I'm sorry. I'm confused.
So we're going to wrap this up. We're going to wrap this part one of this episode of Being on Your Audacity podcast.
No, but if you have any questions for us, feel free to shoot us an email at askwandapod@gmail.com. That's ASKWANDAPOD@gmail.com. Like Shauna says at the end of every Q&A segment, you can find us online at WandaPod_ on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's wrong. That's real wrong. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube at Wiine and Audacity, the podcast, and WandaPod_ on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yep, TikTok.
El Claco Apple.
Yeah, and don't worry, y'all. I'm working on how to say Wiine and Audacity in like 7 different languages.
At least we got our first merch idea.
Being on Your Audacity. El Podcasto.
El Podcasto. With that being said, we thank y'all. We love y'all. And we'll be back next week with part 2 of this episode. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Nigga, that's it.
Titties.